Hi, Detective from Groovy Entertainment. Today we're going to record a play for you. Today, record Sleeping Beauty from 1974. So let's get started.
Of Sleeping Beauty. This is the story of Sleeping Beauty. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a king and queen who ruled their people with kindness and wisdom. They had everything they could wish for: a huge castle overlooking the kingdom, fine clothes, precious jewels, everything but what they wanted most: a child of their own. One morning, as the queen was taking her usual walk along the riverbank around the castle, she was startled to find a fish lying on the ground at her feet. It was gasping for breath, and as you know, a fish can't live very long out of water.
Oh, you poor little fish. I must put you back into the river.
Whereupon she did. But as the good queen turned to walk away, she heard a voice behind her saying, "Your Majesty, you have saved my life. Tell me your dearest wish, and it shall be granted."
But I have everything. I am the queen.
"Everything, Your Majesty?"
Well, there is one thing. If only our kingdom could have a prince or a princess.
"Your Majesty, your kingdom shall have a princess, with the blooming of the first flower of spring." At that, the happy queen hurried back to the castle to tell the king, and together they awaited the coming of spring. Months passed, and finally the first spring flower bloomed, and sure enough, the glad news rang out from every tower in the castle. "Hear ye, hear ye! This day to the kingdom a princess has been born." Well, the joyous king declared a holiday for all his people and gave orders for a great feast. He invited the lords and ladies of the castle and 11 of the 12 fairies in the kingdom. You see, the 12th was a wicked fairy and didn't deserve this honor. After the feast, the 11 fairies gathered round the newborn princess and blessed her with fine gifts: goodness, beauty, riches. Now all but one gift had been bestowed upon the princess, when suddenly the uninvited wicked fairy appeared.
Aha! I too have a gift for your new princess. On her 15th birthday, the princess shall prick her finger on a spindle and fall down dead.
With that, the wicked fairy vanished. Everyone was horror-struck. But wait, the fairy who had yet to give her gift spoke up.
I haven't the power to change the wicked fairy's wish completely, but I can save the princess from death. My gift shall be this. When Her Highness pricks her finger on the spindle, she will not really die, but fall asleep instead for 100 years.
Well, the king tried to save his little princess by ordering every spindle in the kingdom to be burned. Nevertheless, on the princess's 15th birthday, she was wandering alone through the castle when she came upon a lonely tower room. Inside, she saw a wrinkled old lady busily spinning. Of course, the princess didn't know that this was really the wicked fairy in disguise.
Good day. What are you doing? I'm spinning, Your Highness. See how merrily the wheel turns? Wouldn't you like to try it, Your Highness?
Oh, yes, I would.
But the princess no more than touched the spindle when she pricked her finger and fell back into a deep, deep sleep. Then every living thing in the castle, every person, every dog and cat fell fast asleep. A great hedge of thorns grew up all around, so thick no one could penetrate it. and the story of the sleeping princess spread throughout the land. Now, on the very day the 100 years were over, a handsome prince, curious to see if the legend was true, rode to the castle on his white steed. And as the prince approached the great gate, the thick, thorny hedge parted magically to let him pass. And as he walked through the castle, he found everyone still asleep after 100 years. At last he made his way to the little tower room, where he beheld the princess, so beautiful in her sleep that he knelt down to kiss her. And at his touch, the princess opened her eyes, and she smiled at him. And as they left the tower, everyone in the castle woke up and rejoiced. The prince and princess soon fell in love and were married. And then they lived happily together for the rest of their lives.
So that was Sleeping Beauty from 1974. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.